Hey there traders, welcome to the Traders Haven Pip Banker Sessions video summary. What I'm going to do today is give you guys a little bit of an idea as to something that we were looking at today, but it's going to be more of an instructional video than a trade review. Alright, so pay attention because this is going to give you guys an idea of what we get up to in the room, a little bit of our thinking as we go through the trading day. So what you're looking at is the euro dollar on the various time frames here from 4 hour down to 15 minutes, and we were watching this for a trade. Now as you can see, we have a flag pattern and it's a bullish flag. You can see the move up, there's the pole, there's the flag, and you'd expect a breakout to the top side, but we were favoring a breakout to the downside. Now you may wonder why. Right, you may look at the hourly chart or the 4 hourly chart. Sorry, let me zoom up on that. Have a look at that 4 hourly chart and you'd say, look at that uptrend. Right? Why, oh why would you be looking for a break to the downside? Right. Now the reason for that, guys, we'll get to that in a second here, but let me just get the chart ready for you. There we go, back to the 4 hour chart again. The reason for that is, have a look at this trend. It's a very healthy trend. It's a healthy trend because it keeps returning to this red EMA that you guys are seeing here, and move up, return to the red EMA. It hasn't broken that EMA, it kind of just bounces off of it, moves back up again, makes a new high, moves back to the red EMA, then goes ahead and makes a new high again. Right, so after the new high is made, and we don't know how big that high is going to be, we just start looking for some sort of indication that the high is finished and we're going to have a move back to the 21 again, right, the moving average here. So we are seeing signs of that. As you can see, the candles at the top here looking like they've expended their energy, looking like, you know, we're getting indecision here, dojis, small candle bodies. It's about time that we get some moves back to the 21 and reset the energy of this pair and start moving to the top side again. So we would be very interested in getting some bullish patterns down the bottom here. Do we take trades like that? Yes, we do. We see a trend, we have a move back to support, we look for a nice pattern. Right, there are some certain patterns that we look out for, particular ones that we want. We get them regularly, we trigger on those patterns. Do we close our trades out when they move back to the EMA later on? No, we have a percentage of that trade still in, and we kind of build a position type trade that can last over a specific amount of time. Alright, so that's why we would prefer to see a move to the downside. Now let's go back to the lower time frame. There is a break, as you guys can see. Did we get the trade? Well, some of us took a piece of this trade. Now what I mean by that is that we have a split position, a way that we are able to split our trades up. As in case we don't get a retest, there's a way to do that. We have a special split position calculator that tells us exactly how to split our trades up, what lot sizes to use, where the stop losses should be, in the whole story, right? So we have, some of us grabbed that, and you'll notice there's two lines here. Those two lines on this hourly chart told us whereabouts we're going to find some support. Now it just so happened that this red line happened to match up with very closely with the daily central pivot point. Right, it was very close to that level. So when we got close to that level, our second entry, what we call E2, was not triggered. We cancelled that entry, we put our stop loss to break even, and we took 2/3 of this trade off. Right, and so we were able to catch that trade, and we got stopped out on the final portion of that at break even, but we were able to bank some pips out of that. Am I long this now that we broke out to the top? No, I'm short on this. Why? Well, let me show you again. We're up at the top here, we're in resistance levels, we're at the high, we're looking at the 4 hours saying we should see some declines, and then we get ourselves a nice bearish engulfing, right? And if you have a look, we've got an advanced way of entering this, guys, that put us in an entry right up here somewhere. Alright, now there's a reason for that. It's not just that we hope for an entry and we just jump in. No, we have a very logical and methodical way of finding an entry off that pattern, a very nice higher entry, and so we're in there, in a little bit of profit on that higher entry. Alright, and so I'm waiting to see now with a very small stop loss if it's going to go down and give me my move down to the 21. Now if it does do that, right, have a look at this. I was able to catch in about up there. Right, it's going to give me about an 89, maybe 90 pip move, at which point I will close out my trade at plus 90 and start looking for the pattern, that particular pattern that we look for the long trade, to catch up with this trend again. Alright, so as you can see, we've been pretty busy in the rooms today. We had similar situations on the pound, a similar situation on the Swissy, and there were situations all over the room that we were highlighting in London session and in New York session. And so guys, if you want to see us setting these trades up, how we manage them, how we trigger them, what lot sizes we use, and how we do this live every day in the market. We answer questions, we don't shy away from questions like, is this a good time to take a trade, and so on. We don't try to hide behind things or excuses. Like saying, well, we're not a signal service. We're not a signal service, but we do not shy away from good logical learning questions like, should I take a trade now? That's a good question. right? And it should have a good answer. And so we do present you with good answers without being a signal service. We do give you satisfactory answers to questions like that every day in the live market for London and New York sessions. So pop over to Fab-Traders Haven, join us in the sessions. You'll learn a lot, and we're pretty sure that we can, if you're not trading so well, we can turn that around for you and help you to start trading profitably and consistently, because we ourselves are doing that on a day-to-day basis. So come across there to Fab-Traders Haven and join us. See you there. Cheers.